Hello, my lovely angels. This is your girl Sim, back with another episode of the Sim Squad. Hi. Today, I'm going to showcase 5 perfumes that I purchased in the month of February. As you guys are aware, I am creating a perfume wardrobe with the Western perfumes, and I'm trying to find different perfumes that don't kind of like overlap and smell similar, but I am actually going for stuff that's a little niche, some designer, some for daily wear, and I'm trying my best not to overspend, and I thought I'll record my journey while I'm doing that. So let me show you the ones I got. A couple of these are new, but some of these are old, and I'm just purchasing them now because I really like them. Most of the time I go to the shops and I try them out and then I purchase it. Sometimes I just blind buy it, like the first one I'm going to show you today, because it's not available anywhere in Dubai except for on the Armani website, and that's your Power of You. Look at the cutesy bottle. Look how pretty it is. I just got the 30 ml because I wasn't sure if I'm going to like it or not. I blind bought this. After I finish this, I'm going to decide if it was worth it. If it's worth it to purchase a 50 ml or a 100 ml. Anyhow, it's super pricey right now, and I'm glad I bought the 30 ml, and in future the prices will drop. It will come on discounts and I can purchase it then. I'm not going to spray this again because it's already on my arm, and I've been trying it every day to understand it better, and I'm trying to understand if it has any complexities or anything, but it's very simple. It's a simple perfume, but it's beautiful. Passion fruit vanilla. Thank goodness it's not going towards like the maracuja or whatever that was. No, what was it? Oud maracuja, right? Which is the oud with. It's nothing like that. This is actually a super feminine, very tropical, fruity, juicy perfume. And the dominant note in this is the passion fruit. The perfume opens with passion fruit. So juicy, so strong, so powerful, and so realistic. I cannot highlight how realistic it is, how juicy it is. Let me tell you a little bit of details first. On Fragrantica, it's got 4.17, but please keep in mind it's a fairly new product and it's not got too many reviews. Top notes are passion fruit, bitter orange, and lemon. In the middle, you have solar notes and frangipani, and in the base, you have Madagascar vanilla, benzoin, and labdanum. It's definitely unique. It's simple, but it's unique. Passion fruit and vanilla have not been done in such a basic way. It has like a little bit of like this herbalness as well, like a little greenness in the backdrop, and this tad bit of bitterness as well in the opening. But again, I'm highlighting this again and again. It's passion fruit dominant. So if you don't like passion fruit, please do not opt for this. I would call this a tropical perfume. It opens with this juicy lemon, your bitter orange, and your passion fruit overdose of it. Like in the beginning when you spray it, you're like, did I make a mistake purchasing this? Luckily, it starts drying down while the intensity of the citruses and your passion fruit, it stays, but it is less, let's call it citric acid type. It reduces, and then your frangipani comes in with the solar notes. It's very sunny, it's very beautiful, and then follows this beautiful vanilla. And the vanilla is not creamy, it's just very vanilla absolute with a little bit of that labdanum. So again, not very groundbreaking or something, but nobody else thought about it. Maybe there might be perfumes that I'm not aware of that smell like this, but for my nose, to my nose, this is super unique and super simple, and it was definitely worth it. It's super feminine. A guy can pull this off if you're going for a vacation or something, you know, if you're wearing Bermudas and those thingies with the straw hat and everything, you might be able to pull it off. The weather, I would say, is like spring, summer, daytime. When it dries down, it can be pulled off in the evenings as well. I don't know any Middle Eastern counterpart for this, so I'm not going to even try right now because it's fairly new, but I'm sure a lot of brands will start making inspirations for this with their own take, hopefully. The person that I thought for this one was instantly, it was like Moana, because it's youthful. It is Moana in the second part, probably, where she's like doing stuff on her own. It's a little bit, it's playful, but it has a little maturity as well, thanks to that dry down of vanilla. I quite like it. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Let's see, because summer is starting in Dubai. As a matter of fact, it started. In the evenings, it's nice and cool, but in the daytime, it's like gone mid-30s. It's very strange. And that's why all of us are a little bit, tad bit getting sick. Actually, no, tad bit. Everybody's getting sick with influenza. I actually had like a severe bronchial infection in my chest, and I'm still recovering. And I had to go on antibiotics. It was a lot. It's a lot. Cough syrup and God knows what and what. But anyhow, now I'm almost fine and I'm immune compromised. Remember that. So I get sick very quickly and it takes me time to recover. But I've done it because I was drinking soup every day and having a lot of proteins and reducing all the nonsense crap that I've been eating of late. And I started getting better. Anyhow, let's move on. Next. I bought the La Vie Belle Vanille Nude. Everyone knows I'm a vanilla girly. I love my vanilla perfumes, not the juvenile ones, not gourmand. I'm talking about vanilla. Whether they're serious vanillas or they're dry vanillas or if they're juicy vanillas or fruity vanillas, I love them all. And that's why, although I don't like the OG La Vie Belle, I had to pick this up. But I tried it before I bought it. And when I smelled it, I knew, I don't know why, there's like some weird dusty particles inside. I don't know if you can see it or not. Can you see that? Maybe not. Okay, it's gonna bother me now. Let me just try and not look at it. The top notes for this are solar notes and jasmine. In the middle you have bourbon vanilla and in the base you have white musk and sandalwood. So very creamy white florals. It's super creamy, super floral, super cozy, calming. Somewhere, I don't know why, I can smell a little bit of coconut as well, but I could be wrong. It smells like sun-kissed florals and vanilla. Now, you'll ask me, Simi, does it smell like the Kiali one, the Utopia, your bronze goddess? No, it's not the same. I don't know. It's not the same. I know I said that coconut thingy, but it smells more like sun-kissed light florals and an overdose of vanilla. That's what I smell in this. Again, it's not revolutionary. It's not something that is like, oh my God, I've never smelled it before. No, it's not like that. It's very much something that feels familiar. It's comforting, it's cozy. It's also very intimate, by the way. So this is not going to project like crazy, but it does last a good amount of time. It gave me around 6 to 7 hours and I didn't mind it because the price was not that exorbitant. Was it? It was like $150. I got it at a discounted price. It's feminine, it's intimate, and it's almost romantic. So you get it? It's not giving the sunscreen vibe, or it's not giving like your tropical beachside Maldives or one of those places vibe. This is somehow very soft feminine. It kind of smells like this color. It's very apt. It's very, very pretty. And I don't know why. I have been gravitating towards this. When I'm at home, I just feel like spraying this. I'm going towards two of them. I'm going towards this one and Bare Suede Vanilla. Anyhow, I think this can be worn during daytime, in the evening, just because it's not very cloying and nauseating. If you want to feel, how do you call it now, feminine coded, I would give this a 9 out of 10. 9 is like a huge score in my opinion. 10 out of 10 would be perfumes that, oh my God, like, oh my God, like this is not, oh my God, but it's beautiful. And the person I chose for this was Daisy Buchanan from The Great Gatsby. Very soft, feminine, very charming, but very intimate as well. So of course, when I saw this one, I had to buy it. And I did buy it. I blind bought it. This is the Irresistible by Givenchy, the Nude. I love this, whatever this thingy is, the iridescent diamond cut kind of a thingy. It's gorgeous. Now, Irresistible, the original one, not such a big fan of because it overwhelms me. It makes me feel a little sickly and also it kind of smells basic. This does too. I'm not like going to pretend that this is revolutionary again. It is nice and I'm glad I bought it. Let me tell you a little bit about it. I bought this for $150. Mind you, on Fragrantica, it's got 3.8. So it's not got the best score. Top note is neroli. In the middle, you have rose and rose petals. And in the base, you have cream, vanilla, pistachio, and woody notes. So apparently, this is a collab between Givenchy and a French pastry chef. Let me not get his name wrong. Francois Daubinet. I hope it's the right way to say it. So this is another flanker that's going in the direction of vanilla. So everybody's making a vanilla flanker of their perfumes, their OG perfumes. So this was that, another example, and I'm falling for the bait. And I am assuming a lot of other people like me will also fall for it, because this is our chance where we get like grown-up perfumes with a vanilla touch. This opens like a dewy pink rose, a beautiful pink rose, and you can smell that those green bits of the rose stem as well. Doesn't bother me. Usually that greenness triggers me thanks to like rhubarb in Delhi. Anyhow, let me not go there. But in this, it's pretty. It smells very realistically rose, very dewy rose in the morning, along with that green, your green bits everywhere. Also, the opening is a little soapy. You know those rose soaps? Okay, I'm going to put off so many people. I'm not saying this in a bad way. Think of that soap, but a high quality one, not the cheap ones that you get like everywhere in packets. Think of it as like something that would be handmade, probably for the royal family or something. It's that kind of soapiness. It's so weird. The scent is so weird. Like when I smell it like this as well, it smells very lotion-like, very creamy, and you get this beautiful dewy sweet rose along with that creamy pistachio. And the pistachio is not like your yum bougie one, which was shampoo-y. This one smells like a creamy, edible pistachio. That bit, once like the opening fades and when you start smelling the vanilla, the cream and your pistachio, that's when I fell in love with this perfume. In the opening, I won't lie, I was like, oh no, I'm not very fond of rose. I'm not very fond of dewy rose. Is something I can wear. It's not like I get repulsed, but I was still a little skeptical because it started turning soapy, and I'm like, no, I spent a lot of money on a perfume I did not need. And then came in this pistachio note, and I was like, yep, good decision. I love it. It's definitely quite feminine to be worn during spring, summer. Daytime would be ideal, but I don't see why you can't wear it in the evenings as well. My rating for this is an 8 out of 10. I really like it. I actually really like it. The reason why I'm not giving it a 9 out of 10 is because I'm still getting used to the rose in it, but I'm gravitating towards it, which is a good sign. Normally I don't gravitate towards perfumes like this. And the person I selected for this is Penelope Featherton, because I recently watched Bridgerton, and also it's very much giving her vibe. Somehow she looks delicious, and also the whole vibe of dewy rose and everything, it's very giving Bridgerton vibe, you know. And just because it has that gourmand element of pistachio, vanilla, cream, it was her. She popped up in my head. Love it. The next perfume I got is not really a new perfume. It's actually quite old, but I bought it right now because I am planning on collecting all the flankers from this range. That's your Black Opium Glitter. I was literally the most skeptical about this perfume because I smelled it in Sephora and I tried it, and the opening was like, no, what even is this, you know? And then it started drying down and I started smelling nice. I started feeling like, it uplifted me. I felt nice when I wore this, and I was like, okay, it's something different from my collection. And this is another thing that I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to create a medley of perfumes that are different from each other and not like similar vibe or too dark or too goth, like the kind of perfumes I normally gravitate towards, especially during summer over here. And since I have a very hectic job now where I do have a lot of site visits and outdoor work, I need like perfumes that will make me happy, make me feel uplifted, fresh and everything. Let me not talk too much. Opium Glitter is for USD 160. On Fragrantica, this has got 3.7. So people don't really like it. 3.7 is not a good score. The top notes are pear, green mandarin and lemon. In the middle, you have orange blossom. And in the base, you have vanilla absolute, coffee, marshmallow, musk and patchouli. So like I said, in the opening, when you spray it, it feels like a juicy mess. It smells like fruit juice, a little bit like your cough syrupy. And I was like, no, what have I done? But then the OG DNA kicks in the middle, where you get your coffee, the OG vibe of your Black Opium. And then the real magic happens in 15 minutes when the marshmallow starts popping up. Marshmallow is a note I usually do not like unless it's a complex marshmallow, which is why I was never very fond of the Kiali marshmallow perfume. Think of this as the Kiali marshmallow perfume mixed with your OG black opium. Yes, that's exactly how it smells like. It smells stunning in the dry down, not in the opening. See, in the opening, I literally get like a little, but by the time it dries down, it just becomes a very clubbing sort of perfume. It does give me a little bit of, probably that was another reason why I was not gravitating towards this. When I sprayed it initially, it put me off because it reminded me of Carolina Herrera Good Girl, the OG. Do not like that perfume. I'm one of those people, I know it's like anyhow divided, the opinion about it. I'm one of those who does not like it at all. I have not a single one from that range, yeah. Probably never will. And this initially reminded me of that. But once it started drying down. Also, just letting you know, this needs to macerate, yeah, mature in your bottle. So when I initially sprayed it, it smelled different. And it's been like a week or 10 days and it's getting better and better. The marshmallow is like rising up in the order, somehow when it's maturing. It smells like juicy pear sprinkled with coffee dust and marshmallow and vanilla. I know it's sounding weird, but it smells very good. I don't know how to describe it, guys. This is the best I can do. And I really like it. Will I repurchase this again? Probably not. Like after I use it up, I know myself. I know this is like a perfume I'll enjoy, but it's not something I will crave and want. But this is something I'll definitely wear in the evenings when I want to go out with my friends or if I'm going out with Ali, but it's not like a romantic date. It's something fun. I would say nighttime any weather, and my rating for this would be 7 out of 10. I have a feeling the score is going to increase the more this matures. And the person I chose for this was, of course, Maddie Perez. Little intimidating, very fun, beautiful, very like she has that vibe, that's very much Maddie Perez from Euphoria. And last but not the least is something I've already shown on my channel. That's the Lantady Rouge. I'm so happy I bought this. It's stunning. This is a 10 out of 10, letting you know from now. This is a gorgeous 10 out of 10 perfume. I already love my Lantady, the OG, right? First, let me tell you a little bit about this perfume. This retails for around $150. I bought the full bottle. On Fragrantica, it's got 4.19, which is excellent. The top notes are ginger, blood orange. Middle, you have tuberose, jasmine, pimento leaf. And then the base, you have sandalwood, patchouli, and vetiver. So it's a very mysterious, spicy, slightly villainish vibe. Then you have your bubbly, bubblegummy tuberose. And in the base, you have slight earthiness along with a creamy sandalwood. I don't know how to describe it. It caught me, like it was like calling me like a vampire who does like this little magic on you. And you're like, come to me. It's like one of those perfumes. So imagine your OG, very heavy tuberose, your jasmine, but it's topped with your spicy notes, your ginger, and then the base is a little bit of like that earthiness along with your creamy sandalwood. It's gorgeous. 10 out of 10. Sexy, feminine, very, very strong, powerful, very seductive. I love it. It's a dark feminine for sure. I would like to wear this only at night when I want to impress, especially like my significant other date nights, or when we are having a romantic or very for lack of better word, seductive dinner and I want to like attract him. I would wear this. And the person I would allocate this to would be Tina Carlisle from The Mask. Think of her opening scene when she comes in all drenched in rain and how everybody turns towards her the moment she enters the bank, how everybody just loses their mind. That's what this energy is. Anyhow, guys, before my Osmo dies on me again, I'll try to fix my other camera and see if it works. But till that time, just bear with me. And this concludes the video with all my purchases for the month of February. Please let me know. You guys know me better than anybody else. Like, just let me know if you can suggest some perfumes for me that will not break the bank or cost me a kidney. Let me know. I can try to get that over here. If there's something unique, especially from indie brands that's accessible from the UAE, please let me know so I can review those as well. Something that you've tried and tested. I'm trying to create a fragrance wardrobe, so just bear in mind that I'm not like testing and trying perfumes and giving reviews. It's me purchasing a collection of mine because I want to feel good about perfumes. I want to continue making videos. I want to continue like building my collection. This is something I really enjoy. There are two things that I'm really obsessed with and I spend money on. It's perfumes and my bath products. Shower time is my private time, like when I am disconnected from everybody, which is why I'm going to make the video for my Lush products very soon. I'm a huge Lushy and hopefully that'll be the next video because I do want to create a little bit of variety on my channel now. I have, not kidding you, I have like 10 shower gels only. I have a good amount of shampoos that I use, and there's a specific reason why I do that. But I'll make an entire dedicated video only for my shower gels, and again, that is also expanding. So I do like carelessly spend on the Lush products and I carelessly spend on my perfumes. I'm not obsessed with anything else. I have limited wardrobe, I have limited amount of jewelry. Everything else is not like something I spend on. I mostly wear sneakers at work and I don't go out that often, so I'm not wearing high heels or something that I collect. Accessories and everything, not really much into it. I have like 7 bags that I can literally count on my fingers and that's all I need. But there are certain things that I spoil myself with and I don't compromise on it. And I don't care if people judge me. And you're like me, I know that. You know, you have certain passion and nothing stops you from getting those items. So I'm going to conclude this video and I hope I was making sense. Because again, I've come back after 5 months and it'll take me some time to get back to the routine. I did make my notes and everything this time so that I'm not like all over the place and it's not taking me like more than an hour to record my videos and everything. I'm eagerly waiting for your suggestions in the comments, and if I don't respond to your comments, at least in the beginning, please don't mind. I'm trying to get back to the routine. You know, my work takes up a lot of my time. I work from 8 in the morning till 6 in the evening. By the time I come home it's 7, and then I do have some work to finish in the evenings as well. So I get very less time for the family, for the home. I don't have help at home, so I do everything myself. Me and my husband, we do everything ourselves. So if I don't reply or please don't think that I'm ignoring or something. If I can, I will sit and answer each and every comment. I know on my first video I've not, and I'll try to get to it. I know that YouTube has activated voice notes and that's the best thing that could have happened because sitting and typing is not my thing at all. Anyhow, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.